I'm over here shocked. Like, she letting me I have COVID. So I'm at this point, I'm like, she lying. Ain't no way I got COVID. She mixed my test up with somebody else. Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. As y'all can read, as y'all can see by the title, I'm doing a story time on how I got COVID. Me. Yeah, me. I had COVID and it was nasty. So basically I'm gonna tell you how I got it, what my symptoms were, and yeah, all that stuff. Good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notification on to notify when I post. And let's get started. Okay, so basically I got COVID from Easter weekend. I believe Easter fell on a Sunday. Well, it does always, but we did something on that Saturday. So basically it was I think Easter fell on the 9th. Yeah, it was the 9th. So the 8th, we had a little get together, a little Easter dinner, like we normally do for every Easter. But the difference was we only invited, excuse my eyelashes, I feel like they're looking bad. But we only invited my family members. So like my immediate family and my immediate family and friends. So there you go. So basically, yeah, just basically my immediate family and friends was there. It wasn't a good bit. It was a good bit, but it wasn't like a lot. Normally we have like a good like maybe 50 plus people, but we only have like 20-30 people. So that was a big difference because you have like a bunch of people at the house, but we didn't have all that. So basically we had on the 8th during Easter. I don't know about y'all Easter dinners, Easter Sunday goes, but we usually play games. We usually play a lot of games. So basically we had like a bunch of different stations, not stations, but we had like a bunch of different games rotating we was doing. So we had like kickball, and then we had I don't know what the little thing is called, but like basically we had the balloons and they had the money in it. And like you hang on the fence and then like you throw the little thing and hit it and the money comes out or whatever you win, candy comes out. We played red light, green light. Like we just had a bunch of different games we was playing. So I'm a very competitive person. So when it comes down to us winning, and I love playing games. I'm a big kid. I love playing games, especially when it comes to outside playing games. I'll play all day. So we was out there, we was playing kickball, of course, my favorite. So I had my little team, whatever, and we won. Every time we scored a point, every time we won, I mean, I was there, you know. I was like, ah, period. Like we was just all screaming, me and my team, like we were having a good time. So screaming, particles, COVID, okay, COVID. We didn't really think about it then because it's like our family. It was mostly family or like family, friends, but the friends that we call family is like people I grew up with. So they're basically my family. I grew up with them. Well, kids are my age, I grew up with them. So yeah, so particles, screaming, da 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 da. So basically one of my cousins that was there, which I see him every day at work. So I feel like even if we didn't have an event, I was most likely going to catch it because I see him every day at work. And then he got it from school because he's in school. He's not virtual anymore. He's in school. He caught it from school. I don't know how he got it, or from a friend from school. I don't know, but somehow he caught it. But then he did not know he had it. He didn't have symptoms until Sunday night, but this is on Saturday now. So he just caught it like either Friday or Thursday. He just caught it. But it can take up to 14 days, 2 weeks, so your symptoms will show up that you have COVID. So I'm thinking he probably caught it then or whatever. So he caught it. And so we was like, ooh, okay, I don't believe we knew that yet. Like on Sunday, because I caught it on Monday. So I think Sunday nobody knew what was going on because it was Sunday night. Somebody knew he had COVID or anything. We were just like, okay, he's sick, he's not feeling well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has those moments where they have a little cold and they get sick, whatever. And pollen's out, we outside running. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. So basically before we even had this event, my dad already said no. before we even said nothing about Easter, he said no, because he already knows how we are. We like to have stuff. We have to have little get-togethers, little cookouts. We always do that. So he already said no from the beginning. When we even asked, he said no because COVID is still out and the cases are rising. Like, then our cases were still rising, I believe it was, or like we were just at like a settling point. But so he knew our cases was gonna start rising because Easter. So he said no. Almost said yes. We had it. Basically, we had a little Easter thing. So Monday, what day was that? I think Monday the 10th. Let me look at my calendar. Monday the 10th, I went to work and I did not feel well at all. Like usually, okay, so usually I don't feel well in the morning. I don't. Every morning I don't feel well because I only get like 3 to 4 hours sleep. I don't 2. I meant 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day. So I'm usually tired. My head usually hurts. Like, I'm usually like, ugh. But usually when I'm up and moving, I get my gallon of water in. So I already got like 4 waters in by like, what, 7 o'clock? Because I wake up at 4. Back then I used to wake up at 4. So it was like, okay, then I'll be up and moving. So like Monday, my head was hurt. I'm like, okay, Jenny, you only had like, what, 3 hours sleep last night? That's it. So that was doing it for me. And in my head, like I had a headache. I knew my head was hurting from just like tired. You know the difference when your head hurting, your head's hurting. A tired head hurt, I know the difference. I have that every morning. But my head hurting as in a headache, I was like, oh my gosh, why is my head hurting? So like I usually get the door and bring the kids inside, whatever. So couldn't do it. My sister was doing it. So she was like, Jay, you just being lazy. You just don't want to open the door. That's why you open the office. No, sweetie, my head is hurting. So then me and my sister went to Walmart to pick up some containers to bring back to work. So we walking around. I'm like, dang, like, is it just me or is it hot? I'm out of breath. So she's like, no, it ain't hot. I'm like, oh. So it's just me. So I'm walking around like trying to catch my breath. And then that morning, like early that morning on the way to the daycare, I have my waist trainer on. So usually if you have your waist trainer on tight, it's going to be, your body might start aching depending on which way you're like laying. So I'm laying to my side. So I'm thinking my stomach stuff is just aching because the way my waist trainer is sitting, and it's on the tightest one because I'm waist training. So I'm like, okay girl, you good. That's early, that's that morning. So I took that waist trainer off. So the rest of the day to Walmart, I ain't had no waist trainer on. So we go and we get back. I'm like, Mom, I just don't feel good. So I went and I hugged her, whatever, you know, and she was patting my head. No, she didn't pat my head. She was on my back and she felt my head. Pat my head. She felt my head and I was like, ooh, you're warm. Warm. Oh, I'm warm. So I'm like, okay, first the ache, now the headaches. I have a fever. Something ain't right. Now remind you, prior to this I got a cold because we was at Myrtle Beach, and me personally, I like to sleep with the air conditioner on, the fan on, everything is cold. So I try to heat the air conditioning down, the temperature whatever, to 63, and we slept on that for like the couple nights we was there. So when I woke up a little stuffy, whatever, and that was going on since I did not want to take medicine. That was going on for like a week or 2 because I kept my fan on in my room the entire time. So it was not going to end. So it finally was over, but my immune system was every week. So that's why I was ready, like kind of like open to it, because I was not building my immune system back up because I was not taking my vitamins like I was supposed to. And I still don't take my vitamins like I'm supposed to. But we're not going to get into that. So basically, yeah, she said you're warm. So I helped put the groceries up, whatever, and then my dad took me home. I got home, I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Like, I'm just being dramatic. Let me just go to sleep. I just didn't want to be there. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you just didn't want to be there. That's why your head been hurting. That's be happening. Like, I be doing my homework, like, oh, my head hurts. As soon as I shut the computer, my headache is gone. Gone. So I'm like, girl, you just didn't want to be there. That's why it was like that. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I got home, took my clothes off, put my pajamas on, and lay down. And I was about to go to sleep. And I heard like a pop in my ear. I was like, So like, that's why Alexi making noise. So I'm about to sleep. I hear another pop. I was like, okay, yeah, no. We taking my temperature. Take my temperature. I'm like at 102 or 105. It was like between those 102 and 5. I took it a couple times. I was like, oh no, let me take me a Tylenol. So I went, called my sister, she brought me some Tylenol, took it, and I took my temperature again, and I went up. So I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna do? So I called mama, let her know. She was like, okay, just go ahead and let your dad go take you to the doctor. So me being me, I don't have COVID. I'm just not feeling well. I have a cold, a virus cold. What are we calling it? A virus cold. They was telling me the last couple times I had got tested, but that was last year, so I didn't really have COVID then. So basically, I went to the doctor's office, and I thought that was my grade. Goodness, y'all. Every time Power School pop up, my heart. I already know how it's gonna look. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, I don't have COVID. I got nothing to worry about. Like, who was I around? Like, I see everybody who was at the little cookout, get together, Easter dinner, all the time. So where possibly could I get it from? You know, like, these are like daily people we talk to. We talk to these people daily. Well, not me, but my mama talked to them daily. So everybody that was here, we talked to them daily, where whereabouts, like, we know, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like a careless party we just threw together and everybody could come. All my family, no, it wasn't like that. It was our daily people we talked to. None of my friends were there. Like, my personal friends, none of them were there. So basically, then I got to the doctor for the information. Now she took us to the back. So she took my temperature, whatever. So she asked me how long my cold was going on for. I said, well, I had a cold a couple weeks ago, but then it stopped and then it started again today. So she wasn't going to test me. She's like, okay, I'll get the doctor and see if she wants to test you for COVID. And I said, test me for COVID. And I said, well, mom wants me to get tested. She said, okay, I'm going to test you. But I tell you, I've gotten, well, I mean, I think 1 or 2 tests. This test hurt the worst. Like, I've never felt, no. It hurt so bad. So this nose, she went all the way up, and I mean, I felt like it hurt worse than nose piercing. So if you want your nose piercing, go get it. I advise you not to get a COVID test. That hurts the worst. She went my nose, and she's going, and then she goes the other way. I'm like, okay, girl, you're good. So then she goes on this side, and so she's scared she's gonna pull my nose ring out. So she comes in like this little bone or whatever sits between your nose, nostrils, whatever. She rubbing against that. I'm like, wait a minute, because that hurt. Like, that hurt. She's like, okay, I'll come back in 20-25 minutes to give you a test result. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm in there, just me and my dad, take my mask down, whatever. And he just, like, when I tell y'all, he freaks out about COVID. Like, he does not like anything that involves COVID. He don't like to have parties. I can barely go to my friend's house. Type of strict about COVID. So the lady comes back in, but it was a different lady. It was the doctor, and she's like, yeah, so your test did come back positive. I said, what? What? It came back positive. So first thing I did was look at my dad. He goes, see, that's why I told y'all to have no party. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna have to hear this. I'm gonna mess my hair up. I'm gonna have to hear this on the whole way home. So he's like, see, that's why I told y'all not to have this thing, but y'all don't ever want to listen. When I was telling y'all not to do anything, but y'all always want to do it all way. I said, okay. So I'm not even responding. I'm over here shocked. Like, she letting me I have COVID. So for this one, I'm like, she lying. Ain't no way I got COVID. She mixed my test up with somebody else. Cool. So we get back in the car. I text my parents. Let me send the text. Let me look at the text that I texted them. Or my sisters and my mama. But so basically, the text says, mama is on the phone and y'all keep calling. I say, came back positive. I put the screenshot. She said, the COVID test. I said, yes. She said, the clip cut. She said, I figured you had a headache too long. My sister does an emoji with the wide mouth and the she said, I have to call out. Does your throat hurt? I said, no. So she goes, should I get tested? And I didn't answer. So that happened. And so basically, I got home and I come in the house. So my sister, before, remember, I told you my sister would bring me medicine and all that. She was all in my face. Before we left, she was supposed to come with me. And she was all in my face. Like, I mean, like, about this difference. And she asked me for a piece of gum, and I'm giving her a piece of gum. And, like, we talking, like, regular. I get home, she put a mask on and she's staying distant. She got her mouth all tooted up. I'm looking at her like, so we playing that now? You was just in my face. You was in my room. Didn't you come lay in my bed? Don't do that. Don't do that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So get home. Oh yeah, right, so get home. So basically, I went in my room and stayed in my room. Ate in my room. Slept in my room. Was in my room all day. Didn't do no schoolwork. Currently while I'm failing all of my classes right now. So yeah, but basically I went through every day and I put, well, not every day, I think like the first couple of days, and put what my symptoms were. I was supposed to be monitoring, not monitoring, but just writing down my symptoms of every day. So let me go in and find it so I can read it to y'all. Okay. I don't know why it says COVID feelings. It's supposed to be COVID symptoms, but you can keep feelings. So I only went up to day 3, and there's supposed to be 14 days. So day 1, I had a fever, a headache, I was tired, and I had aching muscles. Really bad aching muscles. Like my entire midsection was aching. The first day I went to the doctor, and this week I was supposed to start exercising. I'm supposed to start exercising every week, but I was supposed to start exercising that week. I started off at 1:45 when I was at the doctor, and I weighed myself. I was 1:45. You doing something? What are you doing? So I was 1:45 when I was at the doctor, and I came home and I went to sleep, whatever. Like I said, those are my symptoms. I didn't eat. The next day, well, I looked information up about COVID that night. You have to drink a lot of water because you lose a lot of water percentage. You have to eat. You need to eat or you're going to lose your weight. And then walking. Don't do too much exercise, but you need to keep your exercise up. You're going to become out of breath. Just don't be pushing it too much. So I was still exercising a little bit. I was still exercising, but just a little bit. I wasn't doing a whole lot though. Just like daily walks. Okay, so the next morning I woke up, I was like, what, 140. And I was 145 the next day. So I was like, oh no, we's not dropping like this. Because my plan is to get down to like back to 130. I'm already halfway there. And it's only been like half a week. And I'm talking about like right now. So don't have COVID. Anyways, so basically I was like, oh no, not gonna do that, not gonna drop it like this. So I went and like I said, I looked all the stuff up yesterday, well last night, and I started eating my meals, drinking my water, drinking my gallon of water a day, going on walks. I was still out of breath a lot, but I was trying to go on a walk around the neighborhood with my sister and my dog, and that was it. Day 2, I was tired, I had headaches, a little bit of a cough. My coughing started to come up, mucus, and my chest was hurting, and a little bit of muscle ache. So the muscle ache calmed down a little bit, but the mucus, like from day 2 to day 14 and kind of to now, I have mucus stuck, like it's built up. Like when I finish drinking something, I can feel it and I like pull it up. I know that sounds nasty, but not now. I don't do that no more. It's like a little bit, but I just leave it on. But I used to like pull it up, or like, anyways, I used to just get it up, and I have a cup next to my bed. I used to just spit it in the cup, literally. That's all I had to do, cause like it would just be built up so much, and the coughing, my chest will hurt so bad. Like, let me show you my coughing medicine. So here's the coughing medicine. This is the coughing medicine, but this is the daily medicine I used to take every day. I mean, switching every 4 hours, maybe even 3. The Vapor Max. So, well, it's like Vapor Max, but it's the Vicks, the brand. You get it. So basically, I used to just take this daily because since my chest was hurting, and I believe I started getting a runny nose and stuff, and I had a lot of mucus. This will break it up. So when you swallow it, like you can feel it like, I mean, it's opening you up. It's like a little big rub you put on your little chest or under your nose. This is the same exact thing, but from the inside. Like you can feel it going down your stomach and like feel like it's burning the out layer of your stomach. Make sure you eat or it's gonna make you feel sick. Like I usually eat a handful of goldfish before and a handful or more of goldfish after, because this will make your stomach hurt. if you eat on an empty stomach. And I have all my cups still over there from when I had COVID, the little cups to take the medicine. Got all 3 of them, and I'm throwing them in the trash because we don't need to use that again. Excuse my bun, it's gonna keep falling apart. Here's the medicine. Benzonatate. We're gonna act like we know how to pronounce it. This probably is very easy to pronounce.
Benzonatate.
But I can't pronounce it. This was every 8 hours, so I will take this. Oh girl, you can't show it. You got your last name and everything on it. And the address. Goodness. But here is the name of the medicine. And let me show you the medicine. Look, it's just like a little clear pill. I haven't used it in a while, so it's like stuck. Well, it's not clear, but it's a clear pill, but the color is yellow. Yeah. And that's all. I'll take that at night when I go to sleep. And sometimes I'll take it in the morning, sometimes I don't. But yeah, so then day 3 was a long list. I had a headache, cough, bladder, mucus, and chest since I was taking the medicine. I had a headache and bright lights. Yes, that's another thing. When I will go in a bright light, I literally had all my lights off in my room the entire time. Going from dark to bright, or just like going in a brighter light, my headache, it would start. It hurt so, like, I don't know if it was just me, but the bright lights hurt. And a little when standing up, so my head, like when I would stand up, my head would start hurting. And I was lazy, very lazy. I didn't want to do anything, didn't want to eat, didn't want to do anything. But I pushed myself to drink that water, and I pushed myself to eat 3 meals a day. And I don't even eat 3 meals a day. Sometimes I only eat 1 and a snack. So eating 3 meals a day was very hard. And I had a runny nose. I just had a little runny nose, but the rest of the days I had a lot of runny nose. Well, a lot coming out. So yeah, basically all my symptoms were just headaches. I had a fever the first day, and then it broke. Then shortness of breath. What else? I had an aching of muscles and all that. So I think like a couple of days after, let me go look. Why do I keep, it's the first Sunday that Easter's on. I don't know why I keep getting stuff mixed up. So basically April the 4th Easter was on. April 5th I got tested positive for COVID. So April 4th I was looking at the wrong freaking month. But April 4th was Easter. April 5th positive. Easter dinner thing was on the 3rd of April. So basically on April 9th, my mama went to get tested because she was not feeling well. So she said she's waiting on her results. I'll put the screenshots in over to TikTok. She says positive. So she tested positive. So then everybody in the house was freaking out at this point. Everybody freaking out. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's possible. Well, not the people who was here wasn't really freaking out. They were more like a, okay. I mean, there's nothing you could do. You came to an event that had people in pandemic. What can you do? That was your problem. So basically that happened. And yeah. So nobody else in my house got tested. Well, they got tested, but they tested and come back positive. I think exactly 10 days later I went and got tested, and my test came back negative. My mama got the antibody infusion. First she got her COVID shots, I think the day before she tested positive. So it was the 8th of April. The 9th she tested positive. And then she got the antibody infusion, I think sometime after, a couple days after, or the day after. And it made her feel even worse. So yeah, but she's better now. We're all better now. It's already May 24th. I made this video why I had COVID, and I'm remaking it again because it did not turn out right. Did not turn out right at all. I looked a hot mess. I couldn't even catch my breath. Like, I was in the video, I was like so yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, what? So that basically happened. Trying to think of a couple questions that y'all might ask. So yes, other people did test positive. One person tested positive that was here, that possibly got it from the gathering. 2 other people tested positive that did not get it from the gathering. I think they might have had it prior to the gathering. Yeah, as in for my symptoms right now, I still get my smell. OMG, this is so irritating. I still do not have my full smell, and I never lost my smell. The beginning when I had COVID, when I like actually knew I had COVID, I didn't lose my smell. I didn't use my taste. I didn't lose anything. But now, what, 2 months later, almost 3 months later, can't do math, a month later, we're only a month in, what, well, almost 2 months later, I'm sorry, I just did the math and was like crazy, but my symptoms is now leaving, or my symptoms are now like showing up. Like strong smells I can smell, smaller smells I cannot smell. Like people be like, it smells good. I'm trying to smell and I can't smell anything. Like my car, everybody's like, oh my gosh, your car is so strong, you need to take this stuff out of here. I can't smell anything, so I don't know if it's strong or not. Stay tuned for the car tour, it's coming up. It's an Audi A3. But yeah, I can't smell anything. So that's one thing right now that I still have. The mucus, it's a little bit, it ain't too much, probably because I still got my fan on. But I take some medicine, it'll be gone. I don't want to take the medicine, so I'm not taking it. The appetite, whichever one how you pronounce it, it is slowly coming back. But it's slowly coming back. It's not all the way here. Still losing weight, and I'm happy about it though. But yeah, it's slowly coming back. I mean, I can eat, but I don't feel like eating. Like all I had today was freaking. But yeah, I think I hit everything. I'm trying to remember to make sure. Yes, so basically no one knew the entire time I had COVID except for everybody who came. We told all of them, but nobody else knew I had COVID. I didn't care for other people to know because at that time I was irritated. Because I already know how some of my people go. So 2 of my friends knew. One of them knew because we were supposed to go out the next day. Actually, I think we were supposed to go out that Thursday or Friday. I think we were supposed to go out that Friday. I think we still had early release date, something like that. We supposed to go out that Friday, and so I had to tell her like, sis, I can't go. And then my other friend, I told her because I don't know why I told her. I have no idea why I told her, but I told her. The rest of my people, no, because I know one of my friends, we was gonna fight. Because I know how her mouth is. We was gonna fight. And at that time I was so irritated, so I already knew me coming to her, letting her know like, girl, I got COVID, and the way she like talked inside of her mouth, it wasn't going. So yeah, and they still don't know till this day. Like literally all my people are gonna find out through this video. Like any of my friends, like literally only 2 of my friends know. That's it. Nobody else knows. So they're gonna find out through this video. And when they ask me, don't ask me, watch the video. Because I'm not answering no questions. Don't ask me nothing. My bun is just falling down. And yeah, I think that might be everything, because I told y'all about the medicine I took. And yeah, I'm going to see if I can find this paper just so I can show y'all my positive test. Yeah, so I'm definitely not going to continue to look for that. That's too far. I'm going to say, why I look so black? My hair not falling out. I barely did anything in this video. But yeah, so that's basically it for this video. If I can find my positive test results, whatever, I'll post it on the screen. My negative test results, I think I took a screenshot. I'll post it on the screen as well. But as of right now, since it's free of COVID, y'all know something, I used to be like, these nasty kids going to these parties without a mask, you know, these, like, it's just a bunch of kids, and all y'all finna get COVID, and I don't want to hear nothing with it. And I ended up with COVID. Literally, it was disgusting. It was so disgusting. But hope none of y'all get it or have to experience COVID. It ain't a joke. I did not like it, especially at night when I'll be sleeping and my chest feels so heavy. Oh my gosh, I can't go to sleep. But yeah, so I think that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to get notification on to notify when I post. Stay tuned for the Q&A update and where I've been. It might be in the same outfit because I think I'm going to do it right after this video. And yeah, stay tuned because summer's coming up. We out of school. I can focus on my YouTube. You already know what it is. So yeah, I'm finna give me something to eat.